Yeah, good afternoon, ladies. Good afternoon, everybody. This is Virendra and here is Pawan. We are debating on the topic knowledge is must, certifications are not. Now I have taken first stance. So I want to argue in the way that knowledge is must, certifications are definitely not. I think performance counts, success counts, not certification. End of the day, you all see whether a person is performing based on the knowledge that he has. If you see, Bill Gates is not an MBA graduate, Dhirubhai Ambani definitely not, and if you see any other company, even Facebook or Google, they are not ISO companies. So knowledge is important. How you implement matters than merely having some small certification, just following some syllabus, looking at the old papers, taking some guidance and just copy it. Nothing matters. Certification is no longer required or no longer matters. Only matters, that is knowledge. Knowledge ultimately makes you to be. Okay, if you go back to the long ages, Sushrutas, Charaka, they have done a lot of medical research. They are not certified medical practitioners there, but they have written so many books in the medical study. Similarly, companies, 100 plus companies are ISO companies. Just because a company is ISO companies, are you sure that the company will definitely grow? Certainly not. Just for one reason that I say, I am ITL B3 expert. Will any company will directly give me a job just by showing the one small certificate? Definitely not. So knowledge is ultimate. Knowledge only matters. Certifications definitely not. And certification is something which is only pertaining to some area of some syllabus prescribed. Some methodology is only being maintained there. But I think definitely practice counts. Ultimately applying the knowledge. What you do in terms of the practice only matters. Thanks.
Hello? Yeah. So, yeah, thank you for that. So, obviously I will be talking against this topic here, which is knowledge is must and certifications are not. So I would like to start my statement by saying that unfortunately we are living in an imperfect world, and wherein the only way to quantify knowledge in the current scenario is to have certifications, right? If you look at the information cycle of data, information, knowledge and wisdom, I am thankful that I did not get wisdom is must and certifications are not. I wouldn't have got much points against it. But since we're talking about knowledge, and it can be quantified to a certain extent. As you progress in your information cycle, which is when you go to wisdom level, maybe not. We don't have a way to quantify a wisdom, which is probably no one has come up with a way to quantify it. But now certifications are a must in this current context, because it helps companies, organizations and people progress in their journeys, right? We're not just let's not limit certifications to individual certifications, like company-wide certifications, right? For example, you treat a small, let's not talk about big companies, but talk about small companies. A growing company would need like to be a Microsoft certified company or a Cisco certified or Juniper certified, because only then they'll get business, right? If you are not certified with this company, if the company is not certified, then chances you're cutting your own business line. So there is a again thin line between knowledge and certifications, but unfortunately today's world certifications are the only means in which you can quantify the knowledge. And I would like to stop here and then probably continue the discussion around it.
In whatever is the context, I already quoted the examples of Facebook, Google companies, and like where they don't have any absolutely, they have not followed any specific certifications or nothing. Right. So ultimately, the knowledge or the way you think and you could able to make it only matters, not just the certification. Okay. I also quoted some individuals' names who have reached to their levels, who hardly have any certifications and who don't believe in certifications. Say from the days of Kautilya, who is not a certified economist, but his contribution to the world of economics is ultimate. Similarly, any specific things you take in every discipline, I can't agree. I don't agree at all in going for the certification. Rather than you have to improve the knowledge, and you quickly should be able to show the knowledge and you apply the knowledge and you prove yourself, rather than going somebody else's certification process, understanding what they have decided, all these things. So all the big great actors or whatever the sports personalities, these are all need not be a specific certified or the knowledge is what they believe in. What they believe is to improve the knowledge and apply the knowledge in proper format. That only made them to succeed. Not just merely having a certificate did not make them to reach any level. So I definitely I never agree that certifications are important. Only knowledge is a must.
Right. So here, what I am trying to the point I'm trying to make here is I am not denying the fact that knowledge is must. Well, knowledge is must. Okay, everyone needs to have knowledge. But
then you are favoring my
no. But in this current scenario, beyond knowledge, you need to have certification, right? Let's say we have again the example what you quoted about the ancient figures or Brahmas and all. We have always these one-off cases, right, wherein people real knowledge does not need any certification, but looking at the general view, looking at the overall people, right, you need to have certain ways in which you drive people. You need to have some quantification marks in place to be able to quantify. Otherwise, not everyone is a Dhirubhai Ambani or not all companies are Google. So companies and people need to constantly progress, and the only way the progress happens is to gain knowledge and on top of it quantify your knowledge by certification. Also, one more advantage which the certifications are, like you might have knowledge, right? But it does not necessarily, again, more in the technical realm, if you talk about it, let's say you are a systems guy or a network guy, right? And you probably have like 8 out of 10 concepts. But in order for you to fill those other 2, you need to know what is the standard offerings, right? I'm sure none of us will know everything what takes to design a good infrastructure. So it's no harm to gain knowledge and then take that extra mile, get certified, and then you know that you have a good knowledge from your background, and also there is the certification authority which certifies you, saying that this guy, this particular person is clear, all those things. It always helps. So they go hand in hand.
If I produce a certificate that I am ideal V3 expert, are you sure of getting me a job? Or if there are 4 people or there are 10 people who came with the certification, don't you test the knowledge of the individuals and take them just by seeing the certificate? No, it cannot be possible. Certificate is only just a testimonial that makes you sure that you have done something. But that is not cannot be the ultimate thing, and it is not a proven fact for the performance.
So let me ask something here. So don't you have a 10th class certificate? Don't you have your engineering or degree certificate? Yes, right. You cannot deny that. They are all certifications. Maybe they are government approved, AICTE approved. Unfortunately, we are not in the Vedic system where the guru teaches the Shiksha and then you just have an oral examination of it. So what I'm saying is we need to have knowledge. There is no second to that. To answer your question, would I hire an ITIL V3 expert without testing him? No. I would definitely try to see what experience he has, how exactly he has performed, and then hire it. But in this world, with so many companies, so many new technologies coming in, how does one quantify, right? Maybe you are Cisco. Look at the case of Nortel, right? You were Nortel certified expert, but do people care about Nortel certified guys? No.
Yeah, Pawan, I am 10 certified, but there are 100 lakhs of other people who are certified in the studies, but they are not proved in terms of the knowledge. What do you say about them? So they have some certification just to show that, but without having proper knowledge, proper background of understanding the theoretical concepts, they will fail. So certification is only a theoretical thing which just talks with a limited perspective of some syllabus, and nothing matters in the practical world. And 100 plus lakhs of people are there with the certifications but without knowledge. So what do you tell them still that we do similar certifications so that you get the job? No. Absolutely, you have a problem that you improve the knowledge, because without which knowledge, it cannot be possible for you to survive in the market conditions, not always. Even today, your knowledge only matters.
Yeah,